Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Beyond Worlds Commander. Last time, it was a little bit of finalization of the party before we took on Hinata Sakaguchi. So, to start things off, I sent in the... Who was the first one? I sent in Mai and Kiyoya against her originally. But I forgot to actually activate their abilities for bypassing resistances, so it didn't really do much. So we started from scratch again. And Mai, on the second go around, pretty quickly was able to knock her into her what's the armor killed again? What's the holy armaments, that's right. So Mai knocks her into second stage fairly easily, but then Hinata launches a melt slash at me, and Mai gets in the way. So the first Mai, I have clones of all of them. Like, the idea is eventually to have like a little bit of a tournament between some of our subordinates. So I'm gonna keep this Mai around for that. But she did pass away, so this one isn't legitimate anymore. And the same thing happened with Charybdis. I sent him against, I sent Charybdis against Hinata. It was able to keep her occupied for a little while, but it wasn't actually able to ever do any actual damage. And then ended up dying to just dead-end rainbows, taking away spiritual HP, because it didn't have infinite regen. So those two, I'm gonna keep them around. Might do more messing around with them, but as far as like legitimate subordinates go, these two no longer exist. And then I also have clones of Shizu and Kiyoya, as well as the Dire Wolves. And Kiyoya and Shizu actually managed to take her on. I made sure to actually turn on their abilities for bypassing resistances. And I think Shizu might have done a little bit of damage here or there, but Kiyoya was the main victor. Just... Oh, hold on. I accidentally put Black Flame on all of them. Oh yeah, he definitely even got the EP from it. So... yeah, I ended up using Usurper on him a bunch. He has a bunch of extra abilities, extra bunch of armor. He now has not law manipulation, but spatial and everything else. And I do want to keep using Usurper with you as well. There we go. I'm curious what you just copied there. I did want to get him to 2 million. I didn't really have the time for it right now. Some mediums, spirituals. I mean, if he copies the earth transforms, or the transforms, he gets those magics, but can't copy them normally. Flame manipulation, that must have been the thing he just got right there. Maybe since Soundwave, he got that at one point. I don't know. I need to keep doing that with myself. I need to keep doing that with all of the other subordinates. Although if I just use receive on every subordinate, then it will work the exact same way as if I had him do it to everyone. So I really should just go ahead and do this real quick. Danger Sense, Stick Steel Thread, Abnormal Condition Resistance. I should have done that before doing Demon Lord Evolution, so I'd have the nullification, but oh well. I think that's essentially it. I actually thought Rimuru had Abnormal Condition Nullification, not Resistance, but oh well. Anyway, that's all that good stuff. But yeah, eventually we just beat Hinata. Oh, Heavenly Eye. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask why you have that. I had you copy that from whichever subordinate ended up getting Martial Master. I can't exactly remember which one it is. I think it's one of the member squad. But anyways, yeah, I should turn on my own Heavenly Eye, just to have it on, essentially. So there's that. And I also got Abnormal. And I think that's the only thing I care about actually turning on. Anyways, today, what are we getting up to? I mean, at this point, I kind of need to finalize the party for the Luminous fight as well. I want to get you up to 2 million, which shouldn't be too difficult. I never actually did test your Oppressor against Hinata, now that you have Gravity Domination. So we're going to do that today. I also kind of want to test it against... Carrion, could not remember his name for a moment as well, because apparently he has gravity resistance now. And then I guess just fight. I don't know, I kind of do want to rematch Hinata with the Direwolves as well, just because I think they might be able to take her on like super easily, and I kind of want to see it. So So first, I guess we're gonna do the Shizu fight. We'll tag along Kiyoya as well, just for safety. If Hinata starts launching a disintegration, we need to have both of them on the ready to stop her. And I do have the direwolves on me, correct? That's the VV and W danger. There's an extra greater direwolf, or a greater demon rather. Yeah, Travesty and Miracle are there. I have 2 Hinatas in the backpack. And I know where there is a naturally spawned one. Let's see, where is Disaster? Here it is. So, let's just see. Let's make sure Shizu is ready for this fight. Make sure Oppressor is in the bar. I don't want Flicker, do I want Oppress or Bleave? Actually, I can put both. So, Oppress and Bleave. Bleave is on 1, Oppress is on 3. Oppressor, activated both modes, can do that. You have Divine Key Release, which means you don't really need Demon Lord Hockey. So that's fine. You have Law Manipulation, Gravity Manipulation. I think you're prepared enough. You do have Black Flame as well on. So let's see. There's you. Set you to Protect. And now, where's the Hinata? I know she's somewheres nearby here. The Wizard Tower that's right and close is somewheres. I think she's like here, if I remember correctly. So let's just try and track her down. And we'll. This is just a little test. I have no idea if this is going to work as I hope it does, but I don't see why it shouldn't. I know at one point I was able to use Gravity Domination, or Oppressor against Hinata fairly well. And according to the wiki at least, she doesn't have a resistance to it. And maybe she has resistance, but not nullification. I can't remember for sure. But apparently it's going to take me a moment to track her down. Huh. I spent like 10 minutes hunting around like this entire area, and I can't find her. I know she didn't despawn. I don't think she can despawn. I just can't track her down. Maybe she's at Old Death? Oh, I guess I just went the wrong direction. And this one actually still has her spirit, so this might be a better test. So there's Shizu. I still have Guardian on. She might be able to survive without Guardian, but... Okay, did she just Black Flame? I think she just Black Flamed that thing into Oblivion. I think she activated that Oppressor. It's hard to tell. Does not seem like she can actually beat Ifrit on her own, so Kiyoya gets to join the fight as well. Something hit it there. How you doing? Okay, there goes Ifrit. There's that. You can go back into storage until I need you. Take on the Akash. Yeah, it's a one-shot as long as she can actually make contact with them. Yeah, there's the War Gnome and, Sylph. I figured they had to be around here somewheres. There's that. I think she already hit that thing after it was dead. And get the War Gnome. Oh, what just happened there? I think I got hit with, like, a gravity attack or something. So, anyways, get Shizu out of the pits. And now I think you're good to go. Worst case scenario, I rush in and try to get, and try to capture, save you with, Shadow Storage. Words are hard. Also, apparently this Hinata decided that Dragon did not need to exist anymore, because I don't think I did that. Okay, so get it. Get her, Shizu, get her. I used Oppressor. Okay, so that worked. Failed to use Oppressor. Thanks for the raw salmon, I guess. She's doing damage. It's just, 167 on that. Oh, thank you, Shizu. I guess she managed to land that heat wave in it with flame domination and or law manipulation. Oh, we're hitting the lag again. This is kind of a laggy fight for some reason. But how are we doing? The fact that Hinata's always flying out of reach, so I'm almost sure none of these oppresses are actually landing. But if they do decent enough damage. Are we going to unfreeze, or what's going to happen here? As soon as I hit pause recording, it's going to oh, failed to use oppressor just popped up. Okay, I must have accidentally spammed oppressor too many times, and it has to catch back with what I clicked. Ah, there we go. Okay. She hit something there, I think. Shizu's now stuck in the ice. Get over to Chef to clear Severance before it gets too close, or too high. Shizu, where'd you go? Shizu, please get out of the ice. Where'd you go? Here you are. Okay, so there's that. Shizu. Shizu, come on. Shizu. Come on. This is silly. There's nothing you can just sometimes avoid it. Are you in a cave? Shizu, get out of there, please. Really? Oh, I can't use shadow storage. That's right, because... Okay, activate Chef to clear it. Okay, Shizu, teleport to me, please. Where's my extra cages? Here we are. Fine, then. Oh, you're just stuck in a pit for real now? Okay, cool. Use Chef to clear it. And freeze frame again. Oh, nope, hold on. Okay, that seemed to work fairly effectively. Activate Chef here. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think that last big hit there was Believe. Okay, I think Shizu has this now. Hinata seems to be stuck on the ground for some reason. Okay, Oppressor's on cooldown, and either that or it's not hitting its target. Okay, and Shizu's taking quite a bit of damage here. Oh, there goes the Holy Armament. The Holy Armament broke, so she loses a lot of her flight abilities, I guess. Okay, I think we got this. Come on, go get her. I think that Believe just hit there. I really wish I could make her just target Shizu here. That would make this a little bit more fair. But I do have to focus on offense and defense. That's sort of my goal. Successfully used Oppressor, but I don't think it actually landed. Ow, was that a Melt Slash? What was that? That was doing a lot of damage. I think the only reason we survived that was infinite regen. Believe she's outside of range for Believe and whatnot. Oppressor definitely landed there. She's at under 1,000. Or, no, she's just over 1,000, not under 1,000. Shizu can definitely win this fight. It's just difficult because she can't always land hits. How are we looking? I think I just dodged that beam attack. I apparently still have the magnet on. Okay. Oh, that was a good oppressive hit. There's a good Believe. There we go. Good job, Shizu. You got this. Did you break the sword? No, Moonlight's still in her hand. I thought it was broken for a moment. She's... The fact that she stays just outside of range of some of these attacks for most of the fight is what's causing problems. Come on. As soon as she gets... There we go. I don't know which attack got the kill there, but Shizu, at this point, with all the training we put in, can do it. I want to say gravity manipulation was a big help there, because I don't think I gave her any extra skills between this fight and the last. I think it was just because I had her use the skills she already has. So we know Shizu can do it, we know Kiyoe can do it. They can sort of do it solo, but that's mostly because I can't get the Hinata to fight them instead of me. Then there's these two. Miracle, you have every resistance and Black Lightning. Hold on. I don't imagine either you or Travesty are going to have problems here either, but let's just double check your stuff. Cheer Hero, Black Lightning, Infinite Regen, Law Manipulation, Auto Motion, do. You have all the magics, you just haven't really used any of them. You have the summons, you have all the resistances, including spiritual. I should get spiritual resistance on everyone. That's kind of high priority. And there was also something I saw in a comment that I wanted to test. I think it's to do with the dominate skills. We'll do that in a moment. But let's just see. Yeah, you have Cook. It's in the bar. There we go. You might want to actually attack here instead of just using hockey. That might be more helpful. Really? I was gonna say, you should have no problem breaking through her defenses. That must have just been a dodge chance thing. Oh yeah, that went about as well as I was expecting it to. So, yep, didn't really think that was gonna be a problem. Still wanted to do it. And let's just know for sure that this is going to happen the same way. You have 16 million MP. You're the strongest, most trained up subordinate we have. Yeah, you have Villain, which means all of your attacks have Demon Lord Hockey. That means you'll guaranteed to get past all attacks. And I do want to try getting you to use... I guess I'm just going to have you use... not Embracing Drain. We already saw that that one doesn't really work. So just Drain. I forgot to actually select Subordinate here. Failed to use Lust. Interesting. Successfully used Lust. You now have Draining on. Oh. I think she managed to get a couple of dodges in there, but I think it was a 2-shot as soon as the attacks actually landed through the dodge. So yeah, that was not a problem. I also want to start, oh yeah, this was part of it. Kotiri mentioned giving everyone Heavenly Eye, because we copied it from a subordinate with Martial Master so everyone can get it, and it just ignores a bunch of dodge chance, which is really good, because apparently Commander's dodge chance ignoring doesn't apply to subordinates. So, yep. Yeah, Hinata is no longer a problem. I could probably get, like, the rest of the member squad up to the same point. It's just going to take some work. So there's that. So, I need Demon Marionette for a test here. Apparently you're supposed to be able to deactivate this, but I haven't made that work yet. So, it's just an orc over here. Let's see. Demon Marionette activates, you're owned. Can I... Oh, I can deactivate it. Okay, that's good to know. Sort of. The bar at the top hasn't properly updated to say I'm not your owner, but I don't have control over you. Okay, so that's good to know. So, the idea was, Demon Dominate, train up an Orc Disaster, and then give it infinite regen. And then once it has infinite regen, even if you give it a bunch of severance damage to 50%, it won't die on a hit. So that would have made hero training pretty easy. So that works. That totally all works together. So that's good to keep in mind for the future if I ever need to do hero evolution. But anyways, yeah, that's the dominate task. That's, I guess, 2 birds, 1 stone. Need to get everyone Heavenly Eye. That's going to take some work. At this point, it's gearing up for the Luminous fight, isn't it? And that's the final opponent. I don't think there's really anything else we need to get done. We've already beat Hinata 4 times now. And we had 2 sacrifices. We had 2 casualties to the Hinata fight. And of those 2, one of them was just unlucky due to, like, positioning of a Melt Slash. If, if Mai had been, like, 10 blocks to the left, she would have been completely fine. Charybdis, if I had just given him infinite regen, he would have been fine too. And I guess I should probably start, like, putting up a poll and, like, thinking about what the next series is going to be. Like, there's a couple of different ideas I think are the next one. Or I guess technically, I'm going to write 4 polls. Number 4 will be Break from Tensura mod, but there's still a bunch of stuff I want to do in here first. Second idea was, like, a proper Rimuru mode run. That I've never done one, besides, like, a little test to, like, showcase, like, the most basic of it. That would probably be a mini-series. That one's probably pretty fast to run through. Next idea, returning to the roguelike add-on, in which I'll probably add in a bunch of add-ons as well, like nightmares, da-da-da-da-da, mysticism, whatever. A bunch of extra stuff, including probably the ones that are already here. And the final one would be, like, a true hardcore mode. Use hardcore races. It would probably end up functionally fairly similar to the roguelike series, except where it's, like, hardcore trying our best to make it to the end without taking any death, with, like, a hard world reset instead of, like, a soft racial reset. I don't know. I think the idea is fun. It could be fun, but, like, very, very difficult. So, like, a true challenge run. I think those are, like, sort of the 4 main ideas right now. I'm really not leaning towards Break from Tensura, the first one I mentioned, but I'll leave it as an option, because there are other mods I want to play as well. But there's just so much to do in this mod. There's so many skills. There's so many add-ons. It's really fun to just keep playing it. But anyways, what are we up to now? I'm not really sure. It's like, I'm not ready to go into the Luminous fight right now. Kiyoya still needs to reach 2 million MP, and I would love to actually get some of our other subordinates in fighting shape first. So, we know you can take... I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on it. Starved is... Oh, that's receipt. Yeah, Starved is ready to provide now. So, someone's getting Heavenly Eye. Probably Shizu, since she's, like, most prepared for fights at the moment. So, provide Heavenly Eye, which is right here. Oh, I pressed escape. Whoops. Game lag, please. Okay, I think we unfroze now. Might as well do this. Charybdis gives a bunch of MP, and I'm fairly sure Kiyoya should be able to 1v1 it at this point. So this might actually just push him above 2 million, and he'll become a Divine Vampire right now. Is your Severance damage not applying? Where are you? Kiyoya, dang it. I keep doing this. I keep starting these fights in, like, the worst possible locations, and then subordinates, like, immediately get stuck somewheres. I did learn that I can that falling with shadow motion is slightly faster than falling without it. Now this might get us back down to the ground. Why are you not? Okay, I can also, like, force myself back down. Now, Kiyoya, can you... One. I hate you so much. Where's Kiyoya? Where'd he go? Oh, there you are. So, his infinite regen wasn't activating there. That's scary. Can we stop? Why are you allowed to spam that move? Why is there no cooldown? Also, you're over there. Like, that is not the angle. What are you even talking about? How is it firing that straight down? Anyways, Severer. Put that on 1. Make sure you actually have your Severance on, I guess, because it didn't really look like you were applying much. Select Subordinate. Activate your Severance. And... Where? There you are. Okay, cool. Get over here. Get over here. Shadow storage. There we go. I'm fairly sure I accidentally just drank his blood or something. So, where did Charybdis go? Oh, I guess it wasn't firing. I guess it wasn't firing straight down. It just sort of looked like it was. They're flying over the ocean, because of course you are. Okay. So, Kiyoya definitely should have Severance on. Get it. Use your Severer Blade or something. Get it. Please kill the Charybdis. This should get you the rest of the MP you need, and I really want you to have it. So... Oh, that poor dragon. It accidentally ended up dying for our fight. How are we looking? This is going to take a while, but he 100% can take on Charybdis on his own. Like, it's... The Ultra Speed regeneration is a little bit rough, but he's not actually taking that much damage. Guardian's covering most of it. Infinite Regen is covering the rest. And Kiyoya has disappeared again! Oh, there you are. Get it. Go get Charybdis. Get Charybdis. Get... I hate you so much. Why will you not actually attack Charybdis? Why do you keep losing aggro? Also, there's definitely a subordinate within range. Yeah, this is going to take a while, but assuming the MP... It should give enough EP. It should be worth it. Okay, this isn't happening. Kiyoya managed to wipe out one little section there, and about 500k EP. But it's just not gonna happen. As soon as this thing flies over open spaces like this one, it's over. There's just nothing you can do. You need to fight this thing in, like, a little valley where it can't really escape, but then it will just go through the mountain anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's get Miracle to do this, because she's just gonna run into the exact same problem. Miracle at least has Black Lightning. Also, can I get you to actually activate Black Lightning? How do I do this? Like, it seems like you still tend to use Coercion instead. There we go. That hit. Maybe it's targeting mobs... Ugh. Maybe you need to, like, specifically target mobs with an amount of EP. Maybe it defaults to Coercion unless you're fighting something strong. Okay, yeah, that works fairly well. Yeah, let's just finish this fight. I'm getting tired of Charybdis. There we go. There's an inert core. I can give someone ultra speed and magic jamming without using, without having to rely on provide. Cool. Anyways, I was trying to figure out something more fun to do than just going to the Ender farm, but that definitely proved like that did not work. So you go in here. You go in there. What happened to the... Ah, there it is. The inert core we got from our tamed Charybdis. Anyways, I'm really sort of stuck here. I can't immediately go into it, but all the grinding stuff I need to do is, like, super, well, grindy. And we've already spent quite a while going over, like, different subordinates. Let's just see. What would, say, Egg Salad, the orc, need to beat Hinata? What does she currently have? She has Starved because she's an orc disaster, and she has... Let's see, she has Gourmand? I want to say Egg Salad got Gourmand. I could be mixing up orcs, though. And then Shin got Gourmet. I think that's what happened. Yeah, you have Gourmand and Starved. You just need to go kill a bunch of stuff. Yeah, you already have a bunch of skills. Sadly, I can't use Provide / Receive with you because you don't have any subordinates. But, cool. Actually, hold on. Provide still has a 20-minute timer. So I could tame something using Demon Dominate or Demon Marionette. Use Provide on it a gajillion times. And then that mob right there will have all the skills. And then if I untame it, exile it, eats it with corrosion. She'll gain all those skills too. That would take multiple hours, but would probably be that would be fairly effective. There's that. Exiled sort of has her training regiment planned out. Shogo, you have... Oh yeah, you have Reaper. Yours is just dodge chance, and maybe the infinite killer if I can get it to work. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I don't want to separate you. Select subordinates. If I just keep spamming infinite eater, eventually you'll learn the skill, or you'll learn the mode. And let's see, how does this skill work? Is this one where it's also below a certain amount of HP, like separates? I don't remember. Let me go pull back up Reaper real quick, so I know how to train you. Ah, dang it, I got it to work and I didn't catch it. Okay, so essentially what the problem was that I still had Reaper's recon mode on, so he was small. Aha! Okay, I'm assuming you're gonna run into the same thing as Shizu, where you can't actually hurt other subordinates with it, though. So I couldn't, like, sacrifice, like, a well-trained orc for this. That time it worked on 2 orcs in a row, but now it won't work on this orc. Maybe it has a cooldown? Oh, there we go. So that's working, definitely. I just need to find decently strong mobs to do that with. It only works on stuff that's lower than you, and you get half of their EP. But it looks like, once again, you're not falling into the same, into the old, only works with X strength mobs. So, cool, we know how to train Shogo. Exalid and Shogo, their training regiments are sort of figured out. I need to deal with inventory so I can go through the rest of our subordinates real quick, because this is a mess. Okay, so inventory slightly dealt with. These two don't really need a training regiment. I don't think either of them realistically needs to be that much stronger. I think both of them... Can either of them really beat Luminous is the problem. Like, they both bypass... Neither of them bypasses nullification. Both of them can break through nullification and turn it into resistance, and I think would be able to do decent enough damage. But would either of them really be able to do enough damage to get past her infinite regen? Because I think she has infinite, not ultra speed. I don't know. Wait, Miracle has Cook. Never mind. Cook can 100% just beat Luminous on her own. Yeah, Miracle has the fight. Travesty might be able to have the fight on their own. Anyways, so there's that. You need more skills. You need to use Infinite Eater. You need to use Gourmet, Starved, and hopefully get a bunch of skills. Same with you. Also, Egg Salad. What's your current race? Tensura edits... Or, Tensura get race Egg Salad. Are you currently... Oh yeah, I forgot I have to manually specify race every time, and because of, like, spiritual form, alignment, all that stuff. Also, spiritual form, what does that say? Oh, you're currently not spiritual. I guess that is something you can look at. I went looking for that at one point and couldn't find it. Okay, so you're still an Orc Disaster. Orc Disaster evolves at 800k, right? So you could be a Spirit Boar right now. Races, Orc Disaster. Oh, 400k, yeah. So you know what? I should have turned you into a Spirit Boar a decent while ago. Edit, Force Evolve for you in your race. So Egg Salad has evolved into a Spirit Boar. Let's see, default HP should be 600. Yeah, with your EP boost. Yeah, that all makes sense with the commander boost. Cool. Egg Salad, your max aura went up to 400k. Cool. And you would need to reach 2 million EP in order to become a Divine Boar. But cool, Spirit Boars... Yeah, you're a Majin because you went Orc Disaster, Spirit Boar, do. You would be holy. Otherwise, spiritual, yes, divine, no. Cool. Yeah, Egg Salad. 2 million EP, you become a Spirit Boar, or a Divine Boar. 2 million EP, you become a Divine Vampire. I haven't done, like, the whole actual evolution line with everyone. Mark Lauren, you just have Falsifier. I don't know. I don't think that's a good enough skill to really let you fight any of the big bads. So you sort of, I don't think, need a training regiment. Um, let's see. None of the subordinates over here besides maybe Rimuru. And we already know Rimuru's thing is Predator and all that stuff. So you get to go join this group. So let's see. Yeah, Mark Lauren technically could train. Technically could get stronger. Don't really know if they need it. Void and Bulwark. For a second, I thought I cloned Void somehow. I don't know. Yamato is Envy. We know your training thing. I don't really feel like sacrificing Shizu or Kyoya's EP for it. I could sacrifice my own. That's my best way of gaining EP. What is my best way of gaining EP? I think I get like 10% or 15% instead of the usual 3. So I do get a bunch of bonuses, and I do have Starved and stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe Yamato stealing my EP is the way to go. So let's see. It also like equalize. Envy is set to absorb on 1. You know what? Sure. It's not like I necessarily need to be that powerful. Nope. Yamato, please look at me. Come on. Successfully used Envy, but it's fairly low odds. Come on. If I just keep spamming it, it will eventually activate. Come on. Come on. And this would basically be your training done. You would just need skills to go with it. Maybe it doesn't work on your owner? But it's not like this is an actual attack. Other skills seem to work on me. And I definitely have enough EP over Yamato so that... I don't know. This, in theory, should work. I think I'm just getting kind of unlucky with it. When I was testing Envy, it did sometimes take a bit for it to properly... to actually get it to work on a mob. So, I'm gonna keep testing that eventually. Orchid Disaster, I think that one's tamed. Void. Which one are you? Yeah, you're Sniper, which doesn't really work. I mean, you have resistance nullification, so you have some stuff going for you. Maybe just training up. Logan had... Let's see, you have Greed. I mean, you're basically buffing everyone else. So I just get you to activate Greed on everyone else. Honestly, your actual... Other than that, Logan's playing support class. I think Logan's acting as the Shuna here, where she, in a fight, she can do stuff in a fight, but for the most part, she's just there to make everyone else stronger. So for now, you're just gonna hang out here, and I'll just get you to activate Greed. Yako. I mean, I love the White Tigers, but I don't know if I'm really ever going to use you in a fight. You have Divine Fighter. You just need, like, infinite regen or something. Hold on. Provide you with infinite regen. You also don't have enough EP to really make this work, so... Infinite regen on. There's that. Make sure it's actually activated with... Well, I need to select subordinates and status menu. So Divine Berserker on 1. Infinite regen's there. Failed to use Divine Berserker. It must still be on cooldown because I haven't had you out. Momo is the you. Infinity Prison. Oh yeah, you need a million MP to actually use that though. It's basically a defensive skill. I don't know. I don't really know if any subordinate without like an actual offensive ability or some way to get a million skills is going to have any chance here. You have Gourmet. You just need skills. Disaster. Roderick. I mean, he hits hard enough, so he might be able to break through without resistances. Murderers, I don't know. It's There's a couple of standout subordinates that can actually do some stuff here. But without a unique skill for bypassing all resistances, or just some extra skill for hitting extra hard, or some sort of hack to deal with infinite regen or Luminous's copy ability or stealing EP ability, I don't know if most of these subordinates are really going to make much of a difference. Like Divine Berserker's cool. I don't think it's going to help. Murderer, it's such a tiny boost that I don't... I love the idea of the giants, but in evolving you the rest of the way, you would get gigantanification. You would be immune to disintegration and stuff. That does make Roderick kind of useful. I don't know. Omello had... What was your skill again? It was Royal Beast, basically the same as Divine Berserker, where it's good, but maybe not that useful here. There's just so many subordinates to go through. Musician needs to be tested, but also you need infinite regen and a bunch more MP. But in theory, there is no sound defense, so Sammy could be useful here. But it's only going to be chip damage. Kyle, Martial Master, maybe might be useful here. It does okay damage. Okay damage buffs. Nando had Shadow Striker. Again, that kind of joins the list of skills that probably aren't going to be that useful. Because, like, that one, it's better than Murderer, but not by much. Tenet had Merciless, maybe. That just says spiritual damage. I'm sure Luminous has spiritual resistance, but maybe. Virtue. Yeah, I have some training regiments to set up. Mathematician could be useful here with all the dominations to get your magic strong enough, and law manipulation. Null as fighter. Yeah, you hit hard, but I don't think you're going to hit hard enough to really help all that much. It's just same as Momo, same as everyone over here. Yeah. I should have just immediately used the spear here to get rid of this thing, but this thing's getting in the way. Let me up, please. Right. Anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. It was basically... for like the 5th time in like 7 episodes, looking at all the subordinates to try and figure out who might be useful against the final big bads. So, oh, hi, Nando. I guess you got thrown down here. The house is fine. Cool. Anyways, I have like a list of subordinates over here who I sort of have training regiments for. The rest of the orcs probably need to go down the divine orc or slash orc disaster route. I'm probably going to do the racial thing with them. Actually, hold on. You only have 35, whereas you got the big old buff. To become an orc disaster, you need 200k. Yeah, I didn't do any training with any of the other orcs, so it's just egg salad at this point. I don't know. Only part of the member squad, I think, is really going to have any chance against Luminous. And even then, I don't know, I think the other worlders just outclass them, attack damage-wise and stats-wise. But anyways, I'll actually like write down training regiments for everyone and kind of go over who I think will have the best shots between episodes. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members: Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, Omello, Itme, Sammy Lawrence, Logan Anderson, Kyle Coette, Nando Lang, and Egg Salad. Thank you all so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.